This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great being here helping you with learning to play the guitar. It's Theory Thursday, and this is a fretboard theory lesson. In this fretboard theory lesson, we're going to continue to build on what we worked on in the last fretboard theory lesson. So in the last lesson, we worked on one form for the major scale, root to root, in a single octave. We learned how we could play that off the 6th string with the lowest root, and we can play anywhere along that string. For other keys, we also looked at how we can transfer that up to the 5th string, meaning the lowest root on the 5th string, and how we can play it on strings 5, 4, and 3. Same thing, we can play it anywhere along that string. We also looked at how we can do it off the 4th string. We can play it anywhere along that string, and how we can do it with the lowest root on the 3rd string. So we looked at that scale and how to play it all along the neck. Now we're going to further manipulate that form and see how we can connect different versions across the neck. How we can connect them together for multiple octaves, how we can get ourselves into different positions. So up here on the board I just have that basic form written out. And I'm going to do it in the key of G. So my middle finger is on the G at the 3rd fret of the 6th string. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. So if you haven't seen the previous lesson, you're going to want to check that out before you do this lesson. And if you're totally ready to go with this lesson, here we go. So we've got this form, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Now, we can actually take that and play it along one string with those exact fingerings. So I'm just going to do this in the key of G here along the low 6th string. We've got 2, 4, and then we're going to skip over a fret. So my index is at the 7th and go 1, 2, 4. And then skip over a fret again, so my index is at the 12th, and play 1, 3, 4. So I can use my 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4 fingering to stay on the same string. I just got to skip over a fret each time. Now I can do that on any of the 6 strings. I can also play this scale putting 2 strings together. So if I go 2, 4, and shift up 1, 2, 4, and then continue to the next string, I've got 1, 3, 4. So I've got 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. I could alternatively play 2, 4, go to the next string, 1, 2, 4, and then shift up for 1, 3, 4. So that's another way that I can do it. And we already know how to play the full form in one position. Now, what's kind of fun though is we can actually connect those, but I'm going to look at that here in a second. Let's continue and look at what we just did with this low root on the 6th string, how we can transfer this up to the 5th string and do the same thing. So if I put my middle finger on the C that's at the 3rd fret of the 5th string, I can play my full scale form there. We learned this in the last lesson. So I can shift along one string with this string the same way we just did it with the 6th string. So I can go 2, 4, I skip over a fret up to the 7th fret, 1, 2, 4, skip over a fret up to the 12th fret and play 1, 3, 4. I'm sticking with the same positions just as you get used to this, but of course you can learn it all along the neck, everywhere that you can comfortably do so with your guitar. But on this guitar and all guitars, we should probably be able to do it with this position. So I'm going to go ahead and do it here just like this. We'll just stay in this positioning for the entire lesson. So one more time with that middle finger at the 3rd fret of the 5th string, I've got 2, 4, skipping over a fret to 7, 8, 10, skipping over a fret to 12, 14, and 15. Now I can do the 2 strings combined. So I've got 2, 4, shift up, 1, 2, 4, and then continue on to the next string with 1, 3, 4. can also go 2, 4 onto the next string, 1, 2, 4, and then shift up for 1, 3, 4. I can do the same thing if we move this up to the 4th string. So of course I've got my single octave form in that position, but along the single 1 string, the 4th string, I've got 2, 4, skip over a fret, 1, 2, 4, skip over a fret for 1, 3, 4, and I can play a major scale using those fingerings along that string. I can do 2 strings combined, so 2, 4, shift up to 1, 2, 4, continue on to the next string, 1, 3, 4, and come back down. Or alternatively, I can go 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, then shift up for 1, 3, 4. As we take this up to the 3rd string with the lowest root, of course I can play it along 1 string, just the same. I can also play it across 2 strings, but the thing with this form, as we go across multiple strings, we have to remember as we move from the 3rd string to the 2nd string, we have to go 1 fret higher, and as we come back down from the 2nd string to the 3rd string, we got to go 1 fret lower. So we got to watch for that in these combinations here. So I can go 2, 4, shift up and go 1, 2, 4, and then I got to shift up 1 fret to continue 1, 3, 4, and I come back down. And alternatively, I've got the 2, 4, go 1 fret higher onto the next string for 1, 2, 4, and then shift up, skipping the fret and come back down. On the top 2 strings, it works the same as it does with the other one, so I can do the B string or the 2nd string, I can do everything on one string. Just like we've been doing, and if I do 2 strings combined, 2, 4, shift up, 1, 2, 4, continuing on with 1, 3, 4, coming back down. Or I can go 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, shift up, 1, 3, 4. And then on the high string, of course, I can just do the 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. So with all of those combinations, we can shift into different positions just like that. Now, if we go back and do the full form in one position, we can connect the full form to the next full form. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. If I take where my pinky is on that root and put my middle finger there instead, I can play the full octave here. So I'm connecting 1 full octave of the scale to 1 full octave of the scale, which is pretty cool. So again, I'm going to play my single octave form, and then when I've reached my pinky there, I've gotten to the higher root. I'm going to put my middle finger there alternatively, and I can play the major scale with the form that's got the root on the 4th string, which means when I get to the 2nd string, I do have to shift up, and then I can come back down. So I'm just going to play it without talking here. I find an easy way to shift between these 2 forms is to go 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, and then shift up for 2, 4. So 1, 3, 2, 4. Coming back down, 4, 2, and then shift down for 3, 1. That's how I do that. We can do this with the strings where we've got the lowest root on the 5th string as well. So there's only 2 ways we can do this fully, just like this, and that is starting with the root on the 6th string, just like we just did, and then we can do it as well starting with the lowest root on the 5th string. So I play my single octave form, and then I shift up with my middle finger on that low root on the 3rd string, and then I play the form that I know so well from there, and come back down. So 2 ways I can play it, and we can play those in as many positions as are comfortable. It's really great. That gives us 2 octaves of the scale. Now as I finish off here, I'm just going to show us how we can actually connect these all over between the 2 string connections, the single string way of playing that scale, and then that full octave. So just for example, I could go 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Starting on that low G, I can play my single octave form, shift up and play my single octave form again, shift up again, and I can play just a piece of it, and then keep shifting on that top string. I can come back down alternatively with the lowest root on that 3rd string, and I can shift back down to that lowest root on the 5th string, and I can actually shift back down and make a circle. And that's just one way that I can connect them. So that's just one way I can connect them using those scales, because alternatively we could be shifting in other places. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. I can continue up that string. You can find multiple ways to connect the scale all over the neck with that one form, which is so cool. So I hope you'll have fun with that. You got to keep at it, keep playing the guitar. In the next Theory Thursday, in the next fretboard theory lesson, we're going to look at an alternate scale form for the major scale. When we combine that alternate form with this form, we can actually play in positions, all the notes that are available in a position, fill out the notes across the entire fretboard with 5 different positions. So lots of great things to look forward to. We've also got the lessons that come out on Saturday that are part of a mini-series. At the time of this video being shot, we got flat picking happening on Saturdays. There's a mini-series with flat picking, but there's always some sort of series running on Saturdays. And then of course we have Technique Tuesdays, so you can check out all those lessons and the hundreds of other lessons that we got on the channel. So have fun with the guitar, keep at it, take care, and we'll see you again. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.